I haven't had water for 3 days. If you could do it all over again, I would never lose so badly. This is not a dream. My hands have no calluses. This is just before the apocalypse arrives. 24 hours a day. In my previous life, I thought it was just a regular cold wave warning. This time it was that ruin. Not an illusion. Water purification tablets and antibiotic lighters. In the apocalypse, it's enough to trade 2 lives. 1,258 yuan. In this world, it's enough for me to buy my first pot of gold in the apocalypse. Bro, you won the lottery. Bought 8 boxes of water for boxes of biscuits. Are you planning to open a supermarket at home? My shop doesn't stock up as much as yours. Paying by card with only 3.5 yuan left, that's enough. Although I don't know what kind of crazy thing you're doing, kid. But I said it before. The stockpilers aren't crazy. Just know a little. Holding accounts as my personal sponsorship. The first pot of gold arrived. Next, we headed to the apocalypse. Turn it into a bargaining chip that can survive. A moisture-proof layer was installed. In my previous life, I thought about it for 3 years and still couldn't find a better base than it. Uncle Chun, keep these boxes of medicine. I know you're picking it up. Old wire that can be refined for copper production. You need to set up a simple power grid for the bunker. This map is worth a fortune in the apocalypse. Holding it is more useful than being in my old man's hands. This map. In my previous life, I only heard people mention it after you disappeared. This time is different. Water source point supply, point mutant sale, event period. Each one is accurate down to the hour. Mr. Chun spent 2 years painting this picture. 1 pack of spicy strips trades for a combat unit. This system might be even more calculating than I am. Anyone? I'm a CDC investigator. I can take the infectious disease prevention manual, change to an anti-inflammatory pill. But I have to be clear. I have nothing on me, except for the things in his head. You prepared in advance. So many supplies. In the apocalypse, they are priceless. These have a long shelf life, and still have a long shelf life. It wasn't picked up from the ruins. Drink your saliva first. My name is Lin Ye. Thank you. My name is Songwan. Before the apocalypse, he conducted epidemiological investigations at the CDC. If you need someone who can identify plagues, the person who treats the wound, I can stay and transfer them outside. What do other survivors in the ruins lack most? Willing to trade anything for the survivors outside. Split into 2 waves. They do not communicate with each other, because the central area is a hotspot for rat infestations. In other words, who will be the first to bridge the information gap? Whoever can stand in these ruins. Establish the first trading network. How much is a box of water purifiers worth over there? They were willing to trade all the precious metals they had collected. In the apocalypse, water purification tablets are hard currency. 250 gene of grain costs only a few hundred yuan in the market. But in the ruins of the apocalypse, a handful of rice can be exchanged for a watch. 10 packs of spicy strips can hire 1 combat unit. This time, I'm going to clear out a whole shop. 250 gene of grain costs only a few hundred yuan in the market. But in the ruins of the apocalypse, a handful of rice can be exchanged for a watch. 10 packs of spicy strips can hire 1 combat unit. This time, I'm going to clear out a whole shop. This is the Rat King's man. They are eyeing us. I've been here in this ruin for 2 years. Every can, every pill bears the surname of a mouse. Deliver half of your supplies to the factory entrance in 3 days. From now on, submit it once a month or else not. The Rat King had at least 20 subordinates. Controlling this area, the only one equipped with a freshwater filtration device. So what exactly does it lack most? Energy. There is no electricity supply in this area. A brand new solar charging panel. Give me a week. The second piece is delivered to you. The condition is, you don't move here. Interesting. No one carries brand new stuff with them. Who are you? I'll come get the second piece in 3 days. If it weren't for your people, I'll take everything you have. The day you come back. I came in through the ventilation duct at the back. This bunker has 2 entrances. It used to be a maintenance passage for a gas station. The terms you just negotiated won't last long. The Rat King is untrustworthy, but I know someone who can help us. Originally, it was about waterworks. Knowing this dry river channel. Below is a backup municipal water pipe. The teleportation system has been upgraded to level 2. Cooldown time reduced to 20 hours. Upgraded the original completed nursing home construction, and key transactions can upgrade the system. Who should the teleportation mark be given? Song 1 had medical knowledge. Shinbo has engineering skills. But at first, the system didn't tell me I could bring people. He is filled with countless rules. This pump station has been abandoned for 20 years. But the main pipeline remains. As long as the pump is fixed, water can be drawn up from below. Water source acquisition. Bottom protection station completion rate 30%. The binding conditions are very clear. Share your transmission permissions. But if I die, you also have to pay the price. The question is, do you trust me? I stayed not because you saved me. That's because, so far, you are the only one in this ruin. Conditions are given before transaction, not the one who takes the item first. The Rat King is internally unstable. Some people didn't want to follow him anymore. If there is a traitor within the other side, this shows that what they lack over there isn't supplies. It is a sense of security. We shouldn't have waited for him to come and fight. He should have had his subordinates come and join him. Traitor. Solar panels. You think giving a board is charity? They can establish themselves firmly in this area. Let me tell you, in the apocalypse, there are no trades, only robbery. Take this pipeline. It went straight behind the Rat King. Songwon led Shun Bo through the secret door. I'm going to face the front. 5 minutes later, you activate the trap. Well, these oil barrels were stockpiled by the Rat King. We only need a fuse. Run, young people. In 30 seconds, this area will light up half the sky. Aw. Don't run, just a few hiding in a hole in the ground. Cough, cough, ahem. They lost at least half of their fuel reserves. I won't be coming back anytime soon, but I always feel like that guy won't. It's as simple as just throwing a few oil barrels. He still had something to hide. This stop is not just for water supply. This frequency is the military band. We've heard about it. You can exchange water here. Well, I can trade for military maps and night watch. 37.3 degrees Celsius. There are no quarantine zones. Shelters can't withstand a single round of infectious diseases. And we are with those outside. Survivor contact is increasing. Risks are accumulating. DAV-01 System Assessment. The original owner is deviating from the path of maximizing individual profits. Deviating from the path of maximizing individual profits. This system has been there from the very beginning. I didn't intend to save everyone. Every system has a designer. When designers set the rules, bringing it into its own purpose. Your system's goal is to maximize profit. Then sooner or later, he'll ask you to be with me. Choosing between interests and people. But I will come at that moment. Before figuring out all the rules. This is the outpost. Material airdrop coordinates. Parentheses for north latitude, north latitude. Don't rush to ask for it. Touch this. You have to do one thing for me. Say. The number 0 pump station at the city node where we live. It is the overall control of the entire area. Right beneath the ruins controlled by the Rat King. Open it to retrieve the precise coordinates of the supplies. But I swore. I have signed a confidentiality agreement. Then you know the Rat King won't save people holding it. Your choice is not about keeping it confidential. Who is your intelligence for? Pump Station 0 is located on the second basement level of the abandoned factory. Concrete pouring. Concrete requires an industrial cutter to break through. The battery of that machine is only available in your world. He knew that Pump Station number 0 was right beneath the Rat King's lair. But they never told us the coordinates. Because he doesn't want us to die fighting for coordinates. So he would rather carry the secret himself for over a decade. I want to get the coordinates of Pump Station 0. But I won't take this group of people heading to the Rat King's lair. The system must maximize benefits. Then give him another way to maximize it. With 0 casualties. Take down that pumping station. A global extreme cold wave has officially made landfall in the Northern Hemisphere. Communication was cut off in many locations. Citizens are advised to evacuate on the spot. Yes. What's going on over there? Here, the world is starting to freeze. The medicine in your area still has 2.5 years left. It is our lifeline. The night before the cold wave made landfall. Battery heating equipment throughout the city. Medical supplies were swept up by several groups. And also, a mysterious rash appeared in various districts. The symptoms are exactly the same. After a high fever, the skin appears pale blue and translucent, like ice rising from beneath the skin. Some people knew the rules of the apocalypse before it happened. It's the same medicine, same batch number. The only difference, your side is from today. This is from 3 years ago. If someone is before the apocalypse, after 3 years, they started stockpiling in reverse. That means we are not facing a natural disaster. At least it's not just natural disasters. Eden Quest triggered. Competitive model. Detect the isotope signal. The conveyor system is not unique. This guy attached the same code to each box. Were these coordinates? Transmission point number. This is the teleport coordinate. He drops supplies to specific locations. corresponds to specific apocalyptic regions. Each code is a safe placement point. The coordinates you gave last time were off by 300 meters. My brother made a wasted trip. That is screening. His name was Lin Ye. The Reborn teleportation system has 2 levels. 5 people in the shelter. His ring and I were mutually repelled. They cannot coexist long-term. Those blue rashes. The first self-introduction I wrote to this land. You believe it now. He wants to protect the office. You let him build it. He wants water, give it to him. He gathered all the survivors in the underground bunker. You just need to seal the ventilation shaft. That old water pipe wasn't just for supplying water. By regulating the water pressure, it can connect to underground military communications. But it also reminds me of something else. Someone is using the same channel for listening. Every time our pump station starts up, there is vibration. I will be like my comrades. His whole body turned blue, then freeze to death. I will make sure you live. In the spring of the 2nd year, after the apocalypse of my previous life, blue-skinned people started appearing in my shelter. The patient developed a high fever first. Then his rash spread. The skin becomes translucent. Finally, the blood in the veins is visible to the naked eye. It looks like they've been coated with blue fluorescent agent. I couldn't save anyone. In the file of patient 0 on that paper, the only common thread is all patients before onset, all in the same area north of the ruins, having come into contact with samples from the same water source. North side, that was now the territory of the Rat King. I guess you're not the only one with this system. Another user. The pathogen began to be released 2 months ago. He probably has one more teleportation function than you. Biological samples are delivered worldwide. That's not your fault. In your previous life, you didn't even have a microscope on hand. This time you have me. There is medicine from Ajay, and also Uncle Chen's map. If one day this system forces you to be there, choosing between the optimal solution of the task and us. I hope you give me a minute to explain. Don't make decisions for me directly. Well, the system wants me to sacrifice others for efficiency. Songwon asked me to give her a chance to explain. This life, I choose the latter. I arrived 40 minutes earlier than I expected. See? You were the military observer at that meeting. Triple binding. Power is bound to contracts, and lifespans are bound. Your system teaches you trading and bottom protection. My system only teaches one thing, elimination. What is the relationship between the two of you? All transmission systems for homogenists are from the source. It's split off from the same mother. But the branches of maternal division do not coexist gently. Mutually exclusive. Two homologous boundaries appear in the same region. Eventually, elimination mode will be automatically triggered. You say the system teaches you elimination. My system also taught me to be eliminated. It's just that it uses a different name. It tells me that emotional binding will slow down rational decision-making. I didn't listen to the suggestion to unbind. You listened to the system once and did as instructed, right? You lived in the apocalypse for 2 years. Not a longer dimension spanning 2 worlds. How many people have you saved? A few of your men are still alive now. This pumping station serves as the central hub for groundwater in the entire region. You reset it. This is equivalent to polluting everyone's water sources. Everyone needs to be screened. Doomsday only needs those who pass. My system told me I was off course. I now officially inform you. I'm going all the way to the edge. Oh. Yes. The fracture was fixed first. Then came Lin Ye's back. He lost more blood than I did. System prompt. Red warning. The elimination mechanism has been activated. Currently, the second surviving competitor. 0 condition. One side completely lost its teleportation function, or recycled by the system. Recovery methods include host death, suggested path, remove all current marks. This imprint reads my body shape. It shifts some of the risk from you to me. This is the true contract. If unmarking is the system's optimal solution, then what you're making now is the dumbest choice. That's not stupidity. Saying not to listen to the system. Let him remember. I don't take his approach to maximize efficiency. You guys are at war. I brought hemostatic powder and a suture kit. The system wants us to destroy each other. Then let's let him see. Not playing by his rules. We can still win. After 48 hours, the mother will carry out the first resource reassignment. The two worlds would overlap for 24 hours. Eliminate everyone who doesn't fit the environment. Resources are reserved for a few strong fighters. This is the instruction I received at level 1. All the survivors who heard this passage. After 48 hours, the two worlds will overlap. Ordinary people have only one way to survive, standing on the teleportation node. 3 nodes, 1. Currently, there are 11 people in the shelter. At least 8 more on the Rat King side are willing to follow. There are also scattered survivors on the outskirts. Node load is insufficient. Then it's not relying on the nodes provided by the system. We should build one ourselves. The diagram in 0 hand shows the pump station node. That was an old military design. But Mr. Chun, on your pump blueprints, the intersection of each main pipeline. It itself forms a natural reinforced structure. You mean reinforcing it with old cloth pipes as the framework. Without relying on the system, you have already created a new coordinate system. Theoretically feasible. But I need people to go down. Reinforcement welding must be completed within 2 hours before overlapping. The error cannot exceed 5 minutes. After 48 hours, we are either eliminated or create a fourth path that the system can't figure out. Those willing to come with me, stand up. I've lost half my life. This time, I don't want to lose to a countdown. A brand new Mother Supreme command. Everyone's vital signs are stable. Coordinate parameters are stable. The fourth road we built ourselves is usable. The system said the elimination mechanism was locked. It is said that only a few people survive. But now we stand in this place. Not on any of the system's preset nodes. You welded it with your own hands. 0 believes the apocalypse needs to be filtered. I believe the apocalypse needs more people who can weld pipes. Today we stand here. We are all chosen people. Not selected by the system. It is by our own choice. Stable signal. We are in the overlapping zone of 2 worlds, but it was not pushed out. They created coordinates that the parent body couldn't calculate. If the mother also has designers, the designer must be confused right now. We have water and medicine. There was a coordinate that the system didn't recognize. What will we face next? Mother design. Other transmitters. And the real cost of this ring. It is not bound to our hands. It is our lifespan. Our first thing is to find out exactly what these blue lights are asking us for.